Have you ever felt like a tiny, insignificant cog in a vast, overwhelming machine? Or maybe you've looked at the world and thought it's all just one big, chaotic mess. What if I told you that an ancient Buddhist philosophy, thousands of years old, not only saw this complexity, but also provided a beautiful framework to understand it, a framework that modern science is just now catching up with? Today, we're diving deep into a concept that might just change the way you see everything. It's called Pratityasamutpada, or as it's more commonly known, dependent origination. Stick around, because this ancient idea is the philosophical grandparent of what we now call systems theory. So, what is Pratityasamutpada? In the simplest terms, it's the law of interdependence. The Buddha taught that nothing exists in isolation. Everything arises in dependence upon other factors. Think of a flower. A flower isn't just a flower. It's a combination of sunlight, water, soil, air, and a seed. Without any one of these elements, the flower couldn't exist. It has no separate, independent self. Its very existence is a web of relationships. The classic Buddhist teaching says, this is because that is. This is not because that is not. This ceases to be because that ceases to be. It's a profound and elegant way of saying everything is interconnected. Your happiness is connected to the happiness of others. The health of your body is connected to the health of the planet. Every action, every thought, every word sends ripples out into the universe. Now let's fast forward a couple of thousand years. In the 20th century, scientists and thinkers started developing something called systems theory. They were trying to understand complex phenomena, like ecosystems, economies, and even social organizations, that couldn't be explained by just looking at their individual parts. Sound familiar? Systems theory argues that to understand a system, you have to look at the relationships and interactions between its components. A car isn't just a pile of metal, rubber, and plastic. It's the way these parts work together that makes it a car. An ecologist studying a forest doesn't just look at a single tree. They study the intricate dance between the trees, the fungi in the soil, the animals, the water cycle, and the climate. They study the system. This is Pratityasamutpada in a lab coat. The ancient Buddhist monks meditating on the nature of reality and the modern scientist modeling climate change on a supercomputer have arrived at the same fundamental conclusion. Everything is connected. The idea that we are all isolated individuals, separate from each other and from nature, is an illusion. Think about the global supply chain. The smartphone in your hand is a perfect example. It exists because of miners in Africa, designers in California, factory workers in Asia, and a global network of logistics that brought it to you. It's a product not of one person or one company, but of a global system of interdependence. A disruption in one part of that system, as we've seen recently, can cause massive effects everywhere else. This isn't just an abstract philosophical or scientific idea. It has real-world implications for how we live. When we truly grasp this interconnectedness, it fosters a profound sense of empathy and responsibility. If my well-being is tied to yours, then harming you is, in a way, harming myself. If the health of the planet is tied to my actions, then polluting the environment is like polluting my own home. This perspective shifts us from a mindset of me to a mindset of we. It encourages cooperation over competition and compassion over indifference. It shows us that small individual actions, when multiplied by millions, can create massive systemic change for better or for worse. Choosing a reusable bag, offering a kind word to a stranger, supporting local businesses, these aren't just small gestures, they are contributions to the health of the entire system. So, the next time you feel small or disconnected, Remember the flower. Remember that you too are a nexus of countless connections, woven into the magnificent, intricate tapestry of existence. The ancient wisdom of Buddhism and the cutting edge of modern science agree. We are all in this together. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of thought today. If this idea resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that connects the dots. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. How do you see interdependence playing out in your own life? Until next time, take care.